Hi and welcome everyone to another video on this channel. Today I'm gonna show you my team selection for GAMEWEEK 33 of Fantasy Premier League, and the good part is my free chip is active, so if you want to see my free draft, make sure you stay here. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is how my team performed in GAMEWEEK 32. Now let's go a little bit faster into this part because nobody cares about it. So for me, it was a good week. I got a green arrow from 74k I think to 70k, which is decent I think. James with just 1 point. Again, James didn't start against Southampton, but that was for good reasons. He played in the Champions League against Real Madrid, but yeah, I'm really disappointed with James because if he played, probably he could have scored many points. Cody just 2 points, Van Dijk 0 points against Man City, so I don't really care about that. And as you can see, my best scoring players, one of them was Hugo Lloris from Spurs. Happy that he got a clean sheet, he got so many save points, so finally Lloris did something to my team. Really happy with that 10 pointer. Kulusevski 12 points, amazing. Kane with 20 points, he was my captain, but still Heung-min Son outscored him, so that dropped my rank a little bit. Zaha with just 5 points, but honestly I'm gonna take that. Zaha missed 2 penalties and he scored the rebound in the second one, so yeah, that was a little bit funny. I'm gonna take that. Rafinha finally with his first double digits of the season I think, so yeah, probably this is the last game for Rafinha in my team. He got 10 points, we're happy with him. Saka just 1 point, he got a yellow card, and Salah he got just 1 assist against Man City, but I think that's just enough. And Weghorst, what a troll, he played against Norwich, but he was subbed off before minute 60, which was a little bit disappointing. So yeah, just 1 point against Norwich, and I think that Weghorst is gonna be out for my team. Now the things are gonna get a little bit interesting because my plan for the next few game weeks, if you watch my channel, I'm gonna use my free in GAMEWEEK 33, then I'm gonna use my wild card in 34, and then I'm gonna use my bench boost in GAMEWEEK 36. So let's see how my team is gonna look for next game week. Okay guys, so as you can see from the screen, this is how my team is lining up at the moment for GAMEWEEK 33 of Fantasy Premier League. Now first I need to say that this is a free draft, so my free chip is active at the moment and still some changes can be made, so don't worry too much. I know you don't see Barnes or Madison here at the moment, but I can still change my mind till tomorrow, and maybe I'm gonna add also Madison or Barnes to this team. So at the moment let's talk a little bit about this team. You can see it I think, but now you see it. So I have 1.9 million still left in the bank, so I can make some upgrades if I want to. I can make some changes. At the moment my goalkeeper is Schmeichel. I just think that with Leicester defenders, I'm not really sure who's gonna play both games in a double game week against Newcastle and Everton, and as you can see this double game week is pretty decent. Now we know that Leicester are not really keeping clean sheets at the moment and this season, but still with Schmeichel, with the goalkeeper, you know that he's gonna play both games, which is amazing, and that's why I want to have at least one defender from Leicester. So at the moment my goalkeeper is Michael, but as you saw earlier, I have 2 minutes in the bank, so if I want to I can buy someone like Ramsdale, I can buy De Gea, I can buy Dubravka, but yeah, at the moment it's Schmeichel. In defense I have Schär is pretty much locked in my team. Teles also is pretty much locked in my team because we know that Shaw is a little bit injured at the moment and probably Teles is gonna play both games. Now with United, you see that I have 3 players from United. Maybe it's not amazing because they're gonna play, one of the games against Liverpool away, and we know that that's one of the toughest games you can play at the moment in Premier League, but the first game is against Norwich at home, and I think that's just an amazing game, and I will take that Liverpool game just as a bonus if they can do something against Liverpool. So yeah, if you want to have 3 players from United, that's okay. If you want to have just one, I think that's fine too, so that's not a problem, but I just want to take to get some differentials, to try to gain some rank, so that's why I have 3 players from United. Cancelo, he's not locked in 100% in my team, but I just think that Brighton at home, that game, I think that City are gonna keep a clean sheet. I think that the chances are really high that Cancelo is gonna keep a clean sheet, and we know how good he is also offensively, so Cancelo is a great option, but I'm just thinking if it's worth it to sell Cancelo to buy another double gimmick player, maybe a player from Arsenal, someone like Gabriel, Ben White, maybe even Target to double up on Newcastle. So please let me know in the comments down below what would you do with this decision. Would you have Cancelo in your team, or would you prefer to have a double game week defender? But yeah, I'm gonna think about it till tomorrow. Now in midfield, here is the tricky decision. Probably nobody's gonna agree with me. I know you don't like that I have Mohamed Salah in my team, but yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan, as you know. Maybe that's why I have him. But still, Salah is gonna play against Man United at home. He's the top scorer of FPL. He's the top scorer of Premier League. So I don't need to explain too much my decision. But the thing is, I know he's not in the best form of his career at the moment, but still he's Mohamed Salah, and at some point I'm pretty sure he's gonna get back in form and he's gonna score some goals. So right, I just don't think that Salah, he's never gonna score a goal this season. So that's my thinking at the moment. We know what happened in the reverse fixtures. So right, Mohamed Salah scored a hat-trick against Man United away, and yeah, it's against Man United, it's Anfield. They are still in the fight for the Premier League. Liverpool against Man City, and yeah, we know that Salah can score against anyone. So basically, I don't want to take the risk. I think that if you want to go without Salah, that's perfectly fine. You can go for someone like Son. You can go for you could go for De Bruyne, but we know that he's injured at the moment, so maybe De Bruyne is not an option anymore. But I just don't want to take the risk, because if Salah is gonna do well against Man United, your rank is gonna drop a little bit, because basically everybody owns Salah. So that's the thing. Maybe I'm just not brave enough to go without him. Now Saka, he's one of the best players from Arsenal, right? So Saka probably is gonna be in my team. I think that Martinelli could be a nice option if the rumors with Lacazette are true. If Lacazette is gonna be out for this double gaming, then that could mean Martinelli could play as a number 9, which could be great, and I think that he's just a great alternative. If you don't want to go for Saka, if you don't have enough money to go for Saka, I think that Martinelli could be a great option. Now the fixtures are not amazing, Southampton and Chelsea away, but that game against Chelsea, I think that is going to be really tight. I think that both teams are not gonna risk too much in that game, because yeah, we know that still Arsenal lost the last 2 game weeks, if I'm right, but still they are in the fight for top 4, and that game against Chelsea is gonna be a really important one for Arsenal. So I can see a clean sheet, I can see that game ending 0-0, so who knows. But at the moment, let's talk a little bit about the nailed players. So Fernandes, Ronaldo pretty much are nailed in my team. I know, as I said before, for Teles, I know that this double gaming maybe is not ideal because they're gonna play against Liverpool away, but still I just think that Fernandes and Ronaldo are great options. If you want to take a risk, also if you're on a free hit like me, I think that these options are just great. Yes, you can go for Harry Kane, but honestly I just prefer having Ronaldo. Maybe I'm wrong. And also the captaincy, probably at the moment I'm leaning towards captaining Bruno Fernandes, just because I think that the chances for him to play both games are a little bit higher than Cristiano Ronaldo. Now we know that Cristiano Ronaldo is back in training, so probably he's gonna start against Norwich at home. That's what I want. That's what I want for these players from United. I want them to start at least against Norwich, and then against Liverpool I'm gonna take that just as a bonus if they are gonna do something. And with Ronaldo, you know that he's on penalties. I think that he's gonna be a great option against Norwich. If you want to, you can go for Harry Kane, but I just prefer the double gaming players. So that's all. Now here we have Cornet and Ward-Prowse. So these spots in my midfield are not nailed 100%, because if you watch my other freed video, I had Madison and Barnes there. Now we know that Leicester yesterday played against PSV, so they got through the semi-finals of Europa League, and Madison played a little bit more. Barnes was took off at halftime, but he was took off because he was playing really bad. So I don't know really what that means, who's gonna play both games in this double gaming for Leicester. So I would love to have Barnes or Madison, but I'm just not sure if I want to take the risk, because the thing is with Cornet and Ward-Prowse, you know that probably they are gonna start both games, and probably they are gonna play close to 180 minutes in this double gaming. And the thing is, the fixtures for Burnley are decent. Now obviously Leicester are a better team offensively, and I would prefer to have Madison or Barnes instead of Cornet in an ideal war, but the fixtures are just not bad. West Ham away, Southampton at home, these fixtures are great for Cornet. He was pretty decent in the last game weeks. Weghorst is not playing amazing at the moment, so who knows, maybe Cornet could play also as a number 9 in one of the game, who knows. And yeah, he's really cheap also, so I think that Cornet is a great option, but I can change my mind till tomorrow. Maybe probably I would say Barnes or Madison. At least one of them is gonna came in my team instead of Cornet or Ward-Prowse. And again, about Ward-Prowse, we know that he's on free kicks. We know that he can score free kicks, right? He's one of the best free kick takers in the world, in my opinion at least. And he's on penalties also, he's on set pieces, so that's amazing. In a double game week, he can score a penalty against anyone. He's gonna play against Arsenal at home. That's not an amazing fixture, but honestly, Arsenal weren't great in the last game week, so who knows? And also Burnley just lost to Norwich, so I think that the Ward-Prowse could be a nice differential. And that's the thing, if you're not on a free, then probably I would buy Madison or Harvey Barnes, but the thing is I'm on a free and I want to take some risk. I want to buy some differential, so that's why maybe I'm leaning towards Cornet and Ward-Prowse at the moment. But yeah, that could totally change. Now in attack we have Ronaldo, I talked about him, and Chris Wood. I think that Chris Wood is pretty much nailed in my team. We know that he's on penalties for Newcastle. That's an amazing thing for FPL. He's gonna play against Leicester and Crystal Palace, two fixtures at home. Leicester are not defending amazing. Crystal Palace are defending a little bit better in my opinion, but still these games are great for Chris Wood. Now Lacazette could be an option, but as I said before, maybe there are some rumors Lacazette is injured, so we need to see what's gonna happen. And on my bench, as I said before, I have 2 million still, so I can make some upgrades. If this is gonna be my team for GAMEWEEK 33, then I'm gonna upgrade my bench, right? So I can buy someone like Saint-Maximin instead of Broja. I can buy another defender instead of Tsimikas, or instead of Amartey. If I want to upgrade my bench, I can buy someone like Target. I can buy someone like Ben White, even Gabriel. So yeah, but what I can do also with this team is, if I want someone like, I don't know, if I want, let's say, Gabriel from Arsenal, with this formation I would have 3.5 millions. Now let's say I don't want Ward-Prowse and I want to have Heung-min Son, right? So I need to find out 1.2 million still. So what I can do here, probably I will need to downgrade Gabriel to someone like Ben White, and still I need to find out 0.4 million. So what I can do here is to sell Broja to a 5.1 million forward, which is not ideal. So let's see, I don't know, Richardson. He is 4.5, but the thing is, with this strategy I wouldn't have a really good bench, so I would have pretty much just Amartey, who even Amartey maybe is not gonna play in this double gaming, so that's not ideal. But that's if I want to have Son instead of Cancelo, which I think that could be a great idea. But what I can do also here, if I want to upgrade my bench a little bit, I can buy someone like Martinelli instead of Saka to save up some cash, and I have 1.9 millions with this formation, which is great, and that means I can buy Broja back. And with this formation I think that I'm pretty okay. And what I can do here also, 4.6, I can buy also Ben White, not Ben White, sorry, maybe Target. Oh, okay, he's 4.7, so I need 0.1 millions to buy Target, which is not ideal, but you got the idea. I can buy another defender at 4.6 millions instead of Tsimikas. And this formation looks also decent from my point of view. The only difference is you have Martinelli instead of Saka, which could be who says that Martinelli can't outscore Saka, right? And also you have Son instead of Cancelo, which is a really good option, I think. So this is how I'm thinking at the moment, but obviously, as I said before, some things can still change. I'm gonna wait to see all the press conference for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna decide how my free is gonna be like. But if you want to see exactly how my team is gonna be like, make sure you join me on stream tomorrow just before GAMEWEEK 33. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider leaving a like or subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. It would be really helpful for me and I really appreciate it. And also please let me know about your opinions in the comments down below. See you next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.